I caught my sweater on something yesterday. I didn't pay much attention to my sweater because there didn't seem to be any damage. As the day went on, a long strand of knitted material began to unravel from the sleeve of my sweater. The seemingly minor incident turned into a major mess. As I stood up from my chair in the conference room, the other employees began to laugh and snicker. During the meeting, my sweater unraveled even more, and the beautiful long-sleeved hand-woven sweater looked more like a short-sleeved t-shirt. Aside from being embarrassed, I had to laugh as well. My sweater incident reminded me of the Apostle Paul's second message to the good Christians in Corinth. Paul reminds his readers that God uses them to spread his grace worldwide. The grace of God that flows through the Corinthians is causing reason for giving thanks to overflow and bubble over in them. The Corinthian church is like the mouth of a small river that spreads out and flows even wider. Did you know that your faith started in Corinth, my good friend? Paul's message to the Corinthians spread across the globe and continued throughout the ages. The message of God's love overflowed from countless souls until it reached you. In whatever way and by whatever form, you received the message from someone who received the overflowing glory of God flowing from Corinth. Paul received his message from Jesus himself. It is amazing how far one strand of faith can reach.
Sharing the love of God like a stream of overflowing glory from God. All this is for your benefit, so that the grace that is reaching more and more people may cause thanksgiving to overflow to the glory of God. 2 Corinthians 4:15. Nothing on this earth can contain my boundless grace. Nothing can measure the depth of my love, the breadth of my forgiveness, or the height of my salvation. Trying to hold my grace is like placing a cup at the bottom of a stream. The cup soon fills, and the water flows past the brimming cup. Do not hold back from sharing my constantly flowing grace. Your prayers and thanksgiving praise give glory to me and inform those who hear you. Your prayers will carry my grace into their hearts. Give thanks for my stream of overflowing grace. It will create great reasons for celebration in your community and bring glory to me. My blessings will fall like the morning rain, creating an even larger stream of ever-flowing grace. One small prayer of thanksgiving will generate a river of overflowing blessings. Once set into motion, this spiritual stream cannot be stopped. You must see yourself as the mouth of the river of my salvation, and the first bubble of the brook of my divine love. I choose remarkable people in every generation, from all walks of life, to be my living evangelists to the modern world. I chose you, my sacred heart. Let my love flow freely from your life.
We come to the end of another devotional, my good friend. This devotional reaches back in time, through the thread of faith and connects to Paul's letter to Corinth. Even now, the good rabbi turned Christian apostle influenced your faith. I pray that this broadcast gave you a reason to give thanks, and perhaps it will cause your faith to overflow and give thanks to the glory of God. I do hope my prayer will be a blessing for your day, my friend in the faith. Most loving God, open our spirits to the mystery of faith. Faith is not just a description of what we believe but a movement of your Holy Spirit in our lives. The very same Spirit of holiness moved through the life of Paul. The Spirit moved on through generations and centuries, shaping lives, nations, and countries. Now, the very Holy Spirit that Jesus promised us is here. One thin thread of faith woven through the centuries connects us to you, O God. The thread of faith is gossamer but as strong as iron. Keep us connected by our souls so that your glory will bubble out from us. Oh, God. Help us to show the joy we have in Jesus and the spiritual power we have with the Holy Spirit. Let faith flow from us like a mighty river. There you go, my friend. The devotional ends, but our faith connection to Jesus through Paul continues. I think it is fascinating that we are just a thin thread of faith away from the early biblical ancestors, and just one life away from Jesus. Perhaps our saying is more relevant than ever. Nothing is closer to you than the Spirit of God. Go and let your faith be a source of joy for another person.